Going on to you, Aquarius out here. Hope y'all are having a great day. So for you, Aquarius, you have the Strength card, the Queen of Wands, and then you also have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, very interesting. So what I'm seeing here for some of you is you, Aquarius, may be trying to work certain things out and be negotiable between yourself and someone else, and they're giving you a difficult time. They are imbecilic. They are not the brightest bulb on the tree, nor are they the sharpest knife in the drawer. So you're remaining calm, trying to work things out, because I don't talk about this a lot, but Aquarius is actually the ultimate politician. Yes, Libra is a politician, but Aquarius, Capricorn is a politician too, but Aquarius is actually the best politician. It's the ultimate politician. So you Aquarius doing your political thing, right? You know, no White House included. That's not what I'm referring to, right? We don't talk about politics like that at all. But you're basically trying to make peace between yourself and another person, and they're just being hard headed. They just for you know they're worshiping their ego too much, and they don't really peep game. They don't really understand that you giving them the alley oop, and so they're making it difficult. So it's like for you, Aquarius, y'all are like, Two of Pentacles represents the frustration. It's like they're starting to really get you on your nerves. And it's going to get to a point where you're going to stop talking and you're just going to go and do your thing, as far as leave them alone and let them fall by the wayside, because they're being quite stupid. I'm not even going to lie. You know, them type of people, you know what I'm saying? Them type of people or whatnot that you used to talk to or whatever. And like, you try to talk to them, try to tell them some stuff, but it's like they just overdoing it. And then, then you release the Kenpachi. Funny story about that after the video is done, or at the end. But the point that I'm trying to make here with that is, so the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Cups represents getting a little bit ahead of myself. You, Aquarius, are like, this is something that you are so accustomed to, right? So many people are just pig-headed, right? It's like, why is it that so many people are just hard at hearing? You're trying to make peace, and you're trying to have things work themselves out peacefully, in which you and them can learn to work together, and it doesn't have to end in such a bad way where it's like there must be beef, right? And you're trying to make things work themselves out. But sometimes, that's just, I'm sorry, Aquarius, but that's just how it is sometimes. Like, people are hard-headed. You know what I mean? They don't, ego worship is the order of the day, right? Ego worship is a serious thing on the earth, right? It's the serious thing, because, people sometimes, no, the normality is people can't look past their ego like that, right? And then deal with the issues afterwards. They can't look past that. To them, their feelings are hurt, and so because their feelings are hurt, they have to address it now. But then they have to understand that it doesn't always have to be addressed immediately. Yes, will we address it? Absolutely we will, but not right now. And so you're trying to make some sort of an agreement with these people, and again, like, they too caught up in their emotions. Maybe some sort of conglomeration, or y'all two choosing to work together for a specific goal, or there's some form of benefit, right, that's supposed to happen in the future. But once again, my dear Aquarius, they too hard-headed for that. They ain't trying to hear that. They too pig-headed for that. You know what I'm saying? It was like the example of that was like the same person that I talked about in the Virgo video, right, that I've been talking about over the past couple of days, about how, like, long story short, I was about to get the PlayStation 3. This is like 2000 and this is early 2000 and no, this is like 2007. This is like early 2000 and no, late 2007, excuse me. And like I'm trying to give homie the alley oop, right? I'm trying to give homie the alley oop. Anyway, right? 2007, 2008. And like I basically, he on welfare. I'm like, look, dude, have my PlayStation 2. You can have the video games. Give me 20 bones, right? 20 bucks, right? For the PlayStation 2, right? Almost brand new, right? And give me 30 bucks for the video games, right? It was a stack of them, right? I'm trying to give homie the alley oop because he's my friend, he my homie. I'm not just gonna go ahead and like price gouge him or any of that. And then I also have to remember that he on welfare. So I'm not gonna OD. I'm not gonna disrespect him by charging too high of a price and make him feel insulted, right? So I was like, look, I'm gonna let you hold on to it for a day. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and get it. Anyway, he ended up breaking my PlayStation 2 because the eye, where the part inside of the PlayStation 2 when you open up the mouth, right? How it is that it has like it reads the discs and stuff like this. He melted that in less than 24 hours. So when I confronted him about it or whatnot in front of his mom's, he had gotten upset. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make here is he would later go and tell his uncles, right? A lot of them were older than me, that like, what? Oh, if they see me, beat me up on sight, trying to jump me type stuff. So that's the point that I'm trying to make. Like they so stupid to the point where they don't even understand like you trying to give them the alley oop. Anyway, in any case, how that ended up is he's still in the neighborhood. He ain't done anything. He still hasn't moved up. I'm moving up, but he hasn't moved up one bit. They still doing the same stuff, and I'm just like, yo, y'all, you know what I'm saying? And that's the mentality that they have, like the stupidity, the hubris, the I'm doing stuff right, I don't want to change. That type of nonsense there is what's getting them, and that's what you Aquarius are dealing with, or you have had to deal with recently. And so the Sun card, it's the hubris, right? Maybe it's a disrespect thing, but you got to understand that it comes from inferiority, though, that they understand that they are. So the Sun card, the Devil, and the Three of Pentacles right here for you Aquarius, represent how. And so you Aquarius don't have to worry about them. You don't have to engage with them. You're leaving them behind to let them kind of deal with their own thing, because they want to be stupid. They want to be stupid. They want to be imbecilic. They want to be on that type of time. So let them be on that type of time. What exactly can you really do about that? You can't you have nothing to prove, and you can't convince anybody to stop being ignorant, right? And so because of that, right, this is the fact. The fact is, Three of Pentacles, you still have a lot of other things in which you could do. You still have great things happening for you. It's just that, like it is that I said, that Nipsey Hussle said, right? Not everybody gonna go. Not everybody gonna go. My family can go. My immediate family can go, right? My immediate family who lives with me right here, you know what I'm saying, in the United States, or more so accurately, in the Americas can go. My brothers and my sister and stuff like this, and my mom can go. My father can't go. You feel me? My sisters and stuff like this, and my stepbrother on my father's side, they can't go. Why? They can't go. My nephew and my niece and all that stuff from my sister on my father's side, the hubris is too much. You feel me? So One of my brothers on my father's side, maybe he'll go. You know what I mean? Maybe he'll go. I rock with him. He a Leo, opposite of Aquarius. Shout outs to him. You know what I'm saying? Got much love for him and everything like that. He my bro for life on my that side. But the point that I'm trying to make here with that is not everybody is going to go because their hubris won't allow them to. Their ego, again, ego worship is the order of the day, right? So, and that stagnates people. That stops people from advancing, right? And that's not something that we do over here. We keep moving forward even if it hurts. And so the situation with that is, right, the Five of Pentacles and the Tower card represents, so this just represents the state. It just represents the relationship, or this it represents the state of like this relationship state. And I'm not necessarily always talking about romantic, right? I'm talking about how you know these people, because I'm not seeing this is romantic. I'm seeing this is more so like cordial kind of acquaintance. So it could be a friend, it could be a family, you know, like a genetic family member. It could be a friend, it could be somebody that you work at the office with, or whatever the case may be. But it's definitely something where it's not romantic. It's not. But what a point that I'm trying to make here with that is that it definitely changes things, because again, you realizing that you can't take everybody with you. You wish you could, because for the people that struck a chord with you, that you Aquarius know that you got love for, you got love in your heart for them. And you know, with Aquarius, just like Virgo, just like Pisces, just like Capricorn, you know what I'm saying? It can be hard to break that ice. You know, those zodiac signs that I name, it can be hard to break that ice. It's not as warming. You know, Scorpio too. You know, trust me. My mom's a Pisces. My father's an Aquarius. Ooh. If you ever paid attention, if you know anything about the planets, right? Because I used to study the planets a lot when I was younger, right? You know, I used to study astronomy and stuff like this, but more so accurately, the planets. If you know anything about Neptune is on fire and on ice at the same time. And it's like, how is that happening? Well, it's so frosty, it's so cold to the point where the ice is burning. It freezes. It's so cold to the point where it feels hot, like you put like fire, right? And then it's also on fire because of the fact that Pisces also rules over ammonia, right? The chemical. I'm a huge nerd. Don't trip. I'm a huge nerd, right? The chemical composition of ammonia. Now, what does this have to do with Aquarius? Is because Aquarius basically, right, the planet Uranus, the planet Saturn, right? It represents those harsh conditions, right? If a person basically wants to get close to you, they have to melt your heart. They have to get through the icy coldness of it. And don't take this personally, right? The icy coldness doesn't come from you, Aquarius, just being disrespectful and being icy. No, it's from needing to, you know, prepare yourself and to kind of shield yourself from the dysfunction that other people will give to you, right? Not to mention, it's also the detachment of universal truths that a lot of you Aquarius have found out, and a lot of other zodiac signs don't really know. Some of them may know it, but they don't really want to accept it. And so when you have a cosmic awareness of certain things, right, you see things from a much bigger picture, you're liable to become cold because you understand that not every friendship can be salvageable. Even though you love them or you have love for them, you can't take them with you, you know? So let's clarify some of this stuff, right? Let's clarify. You know, it rains, you know, like on Saturn, it rains diamonds on Saturn. It rains that stuff. So instead of like Like water drops, it rains diamonds on Saturn, right? The pressure, the you know, what do they call diamonds down here on Earth? They call it ice, right? What do they do? Why is it that they pour? Why is it that in the jewelry, right? The jewelry, and yes, this is real. The jewelry diamond making composition. Why is it that you'll see all these rappers pour water, right, on their diamonds and stuff like this? The reason why they'll do that is because during the jewelry making process, right, specifically the diamonds, right, the clearer the diamonds is, the more ice water they had to actually put into the diamonds. So they're literally putting a little bit of ice water or very cold water into those diamonds and stuff like this. Don't ask me how I know all that. Maybe you will ask me how I know all that. Like I said before, I'm a huge nerd. But the point is that people have to really take the time to get to know you and really understand what it is that you are about. And they don't want to do that. They don't even want to do that for their own benefit. But you can't help everyone save themselves. You have to let everybody advance on their own, if they advance on their own at all. Sometimes, and this is something that it hurt me to accept it too, because I have a Pisces ascendant, Saturn in my Saturn in Aquarius, right? Is that right? Like sometimes people take, let's clarify the Tower card. Sometimes people takes lifetimes for them to spiritually advance. Sometimes it takes lifetimes. Sometimes they gotta check out from life, right? I gotta watch my words here on YouTube, and then they have to reincarnate, come back down, and then they have to relive some of the stuff so that they can begin to even get retrospection or reflection due to the fact that their ego has been so inflated. So let's clarify the Tower and then get out of here. The Hanged Man, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and then you have the Six of Cups. Right, they're coming right back. See, the Hanged Man, the Hanged Man, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Swords represents, right, and then the Six of Cups right here represents, they out here trying to make it seem like they don't need you. But the Six of Cups represents they coming right back. The Knight of Swords, they gonna battle you. And oh no, you bah humbug, get away from me. They're gonna act like they don't want to hear anything that you're talking about, but they coming right back because they see you moving regardless without them, and you're benefiting from it. And now they left there thinking to themselves, did you, Aquarius, actually really go and get what you wanted to get? Some of you, Aquarius, other people will probably see it. For some of you, Aquarius, you'll just be quiet about it, handle your business, enjoy enjoy the benefits of your hard work. That's pretty much it, though. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. I'm at 22,373, I think. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Oh yeah, I said that the story at the end. Real quick, I had a situation with one of my artists where like my artist was taking a long time to produce the art, right? Basically 9 months, and it was coming up on a year. And I was saying to myself, like my mother kept asking, and I was thinking to myself, I may have to kick the out of the artist because I don't think that the artist even respects my mom. So, based upon just doing it for the honor of my mother, I'm going to have to kick the snot out of the artist. But here it is, though. Let me show it to you. Right? Those three pieces, right? I know the TV in the way, Beyblades and everything like that, but that's the piece of art there on the wall. I absolutely love it, and eventually I did get it. And shout outs to Anthony. One of these days his artwork will be way more expensive than what it is now. The man is, he is a true visionary. Shout outs to him. But that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.